Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Your boy Starco Gaming here, back with another Marvel Future Fighter video. Guys, today what we're gonna do is pretty simple. We're gonna jump in Alliance Battle Extreme. We're gonna test out Mr. Fantastic with his new uniform. Obviously, this is not gonna be optional, guys, because when we actually play him on Combat Hero, the Beast does not have the shield. Even though that Mr. Fantastic has some pierce damage, it is not guaranteed pierce damage, so we are losing a lot of damage by doing it on that day. But I want to be able to bring that gameplay out right now so you guys actually have a little idea of how good he is, and to actually compare to what he used to be. We're gonna do a one run with uniform and one run without uniform to show the difference between both guys. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do in this video, guys. Don't expect cap, like I said. We're not gonna cap, but this is just because the shield is really affecting Mr. Fantastic, because its fifth skill only has 60% chance to pierce through the shields, and his tier 3 ability 80% chance. So we are losing a lot of damage here, which is why that instead of bringing Valkyrie in this team, I actually decided to bring White Fox just to try to counter that shield a little bit, well, in damage wise, but it doesn't bring as much extra damage as the removal the shield will actually bring to this guy. But I want to get that gameplay out as soon as possible, which is why we're doing it on no restriction. Obviously, like the perfect example, guys, it's Molten Man. Molten Man was barely doing 1 million on no restriction, and then boom, the combat villain came a few days later, and boom, people were doing 3.5 million with him. Well, with Odin Thirds equipped, but still the same. You get my point. You get what I'm trying to say. The pierce damage is very important. The shield is really affecting it. So that's what we try to counter, like I said, with the White Fox, but that does not counter everything. So basically, the team will be the exact same, except White Fox will be replaced by Valkyrie here. We actually run on Combat Hero. No, this guy will not replace Captain America, guys. This guy will not replace Captain America. Don't worry about that. I think the only one tier 3 combat characters that could actually do what Captain America does is Namor, but Namor needs a rage to perform. While Captain America is pretty much gonna stay the only character as combat hero tier 3 that can cap without a CTP of rage. But yes, Namor is a monster, guys. We're gonna have some tier 3 gameplay of him in the next following days, guys, and you're gonna see people that are calling Namor trash or like in the wrong and 100%, guys. You're gonna see that in a few days. But anyway, enough talking here. Let's take a quick look at the build here. We are rank 160. We have max cooldown, maxing our defense 100, 86%. Critical damage, cap critical rate, critical god damn, oh my god, I cannot speak today. Cap critical rate, cap dodge, 129% attack speed, 53,630 physical attack. So those are the stats with uniform, and if we actually remove this uniform, because we got a lot going on, we're gonna lose a max skill cooldown. That's the first thing we're gonna lose. So the testing will not be perfect, guys. So if we remove the uniform here, and we're gonna go show the stats, so we don't have to come back to the stat sheet twice here. So here are the stats, but you're gonna see the big, huge drop of damage on the tier 3 skills. You're gonna see huge difference, guys. So we got 42% here, we got 57% dodge, in our defense 50%, critical damage 170%, critical rate 75%. You can see the drop, and just look at the physical attack here, guys. We lost 11,000 physical attack by swapping the uniform, by taking this uniform away. That is a huge gap. He's one of the characters that lose the most damage by removing the uniform. Now if we look at the gear, you know, 5 stars, 4 well, legendary and mythical hero everywhere, fully amplify here, obviously. If we look at the EZO, fully awakened overdrive EZO, custom gear, we're gonna run with the CTP of frame. I'm sorry, guys, apparently I cannot speak properly today. I really apologize for that. If we look at the skills, okay, that's what I meant here earlier, guys. See, we have 60% chance to penetrate with barrier, shield, all damage, immune effects. So it's 60% chance that for the next 8 seconds, my skill are actually gonna do damage to the beast when he has this shield. So it's not 100% chance. So it really does affect the damage. And when we pop the tier 3 skill here, we get 80% chance. It is a little bit better, but still lacking a little bit. So first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna jump in there without uniform. We're gonna show it the difference. The difference is actually huge, guys. The difference is freaking huge. So we're gonna challenge the record I made so far with uniform, which is actually 3.3 million, but I haven't got a perfect run yet. Really far from it. I think that with the perfect run I could probably be at around 3.8 million with the shield day, which is actually pretty great. So we're gonna look at this guy. We're gonna find the thing. Here's the thing, and we need a white fox here. There we go. So we're gonna go try this guy with the setup here first without uniform. Then we're gonna go back, put the uniform on, and show how much stronger he is with uniform. Obviously, some of the stats is not maxed out here, so we do lose a little bit. But that's the thing, between with and without uniform, you have so much more possibility to cap those stats. With any uniform, it is ridiculous, guys. And we're running with about, I think it's 50% physical attack, if I'm not mistaken, on cards, something like that. If I think about it after this run, we're gonna take a look, but I'm not sure here. Or I could just leave a note in the description with the physical attack on cards if I forget about it. So pretty much we're just rolling the rotation here. Skills as often as possible. Try to sync that tier 3 with the proc here. And here we go. See, damage is actually not too bad. Even without uniform, without max skill cooldown, the damage is doing pretty good. Pretty much the key point here is to just use that tier 3 skills right before, well, right after the proc. You just pop. That's what you want to do here. So boom, proc, tier 3 skill. The damage is a little bit better than I expected, to be honest. It's not doing bad. I was expecting a little bit lower than that. I might have popped this skill a little bit early. Still, we got it done. We got it done. And the rotation is really simple. Smash button, tier 3 on proper skill. A little bit like Sharon Rogers. A little bit like Sharon Rogers, pretty much. Boom. That's going to be a great one. Well, we have to face the shield, so not as great as we want here. But still, almost 1.5 million at the 90-second mark. So that's actually a pretty decent run here so far. Trying to trigger the goddamn proc. Jeez, that was slow. Here we go. 1.8 million. Gonna be around 1.85 at the 2-minute mark. Pretty solid. This guy's awesome. That, if we were doing that on Combat Hero Day, that will actually be a cap run here. Or very close to it, because this is a very solid run. So I'm guessing that with uniform is going to be capping so much easier in Combat Hero. But like I said, the problem with this guy is that he is lacking the what I'm saying. Damn, the effectivity. Is not effective without the CTP average. Jeez, that was hard to tell, man. Wow. Sorry, guys. It's hard to concentrate at the same time and speak. Yeah, it's very difficult. So here, almost 2.6 million. Almost 2.6 million without uniform. So that's without uniform. Now that's with the shield and all that. I said it like a million times, so you guys get it already. I'm hoping you guys get it, because if you don't get it, well, it's not my problem. Okay, here we're gonna go here. We're gonna actually equip the uniform, so we get a maximum of our stats here, and the uniform looks so much better on him, so much better. I don't know why I pressed epic quest here. I just saw his face and I said, hey, it's Mr. Fantastic, I got him, we're gonna jump there. Okay, let's set up the team once again here, and let's go see a better score here, and hopefully I don't screw up this time. Hopefully I don't screw up. And it's really the same rotation, guys. You smash your skills. Well, you try to have the accumulated damage from the third skill when you enter the tier 3 skill. That's pretty much the only thing you actually want to have. That's the only thing. Other than that, you just roll the skill till you have proc and your tier 3 available, and you just wreck it. And you can already see the damage difference just at the start here. Just at the start is a huge damage difference. And why I'm bringing the thing here for that testing is actually pretty simple. The thing gives me, how you call it, super armor, so it's very, very useful. Now this is a slow start though. You can see almost 500,000 already. We are doing pretty good. Here, that should pop. Yeah, that's what I thought. Here I used my third skill a little bit too early. There we go. This was not a good run. I can tell it right away. Not a very good run, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. And we're just trying to show off a little bit what it can do. Here we go, tier 3 skill. Let's bump that score here. I was a little bit ahead of that one. I did that previous run. That was a little bit better than that. But already at about 2.1 million here. We're not at the 1 minute timer yet, 2 minute timer. So this is pretty decent. I was at 2.3 here earlier when I got the good run. Trying to trigger that proc, but it doesn't want to be triggered here. Wow. That was like a serious 8 seconds without the proc, guys, and that literally just reduced our damage by about 200,000 here. About 200,000 less damage. But that's gonna be a great proc here. Here we go. It's obviously gonna be over 3 million, but that's not going to be as good as we want it to be. And here we go with 3.15 million. So that's pretty much how it goes. We did 2.6 million with the first setup, and here with a terrible run, we had a very late proc on the tier 3 skills. We had bad sequences, and we had bad RNG pretty much. And I did some mistake, and you can see we did 3.15 million here, quite easy. So this guy's going to be able to cap Alan's Battle Extreme Combat Hero without a single problem, in my opinion. He is pretty solid, guys. I love playing him, to be honest. For World Boss Ultimate, I've been clearing World Boss Ultimate Proxima 69 without too much problems, and Corvus Glaive in the late 62 on live stream. So this guy can actually get the job done solid mode in in the World Boss Ultimate too. So he's amazing. And Giant Boss Rate, for people actually wondering about that, I cleared Giant Boss Rate under a minute 30 seconds with this guy, with him doing, I think it was 87% damage, if I'm not mistaken. So he was doing very, very great. And we talked about the physical cards on physical attack on cards here. I almost forgot, guys. I almost forgot. So let's go see in the view cards effect. We have, oh, we actually have 56.4% physical attack, but those are PvP cards, so you can see that our stats are a lot lower and we have to make up for it. So somebody with the high physical, PvE cards will actually be able to do much better than that. Just having the physical attack proc from the Loki card, Loki 17 cards, will be a monster boost on this guy. Could probably hit 4 million here today if we had that on the cards, to be honest. So yes, this guy is a lot better than you used to be. This new uniform is good. If you have this guy and you want to play Captain America in PvP, yes, you can build this guy for a combat hero and battle extreme if you have a rage laying around without a single prompt. Sadly, he's not going to perform as well with the CTPF energy. He's still going to perform well, but not as well. I don't think he's going to be able to cap with the CTPF energy. Anyway, enough talking about this guy, guys. Next, the video is going to cut because I got to switch account, I got to go on my account and blah, 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 because it is time for the daily roster review. We did not have time to do them yesterday, so we got to get some done in the next part of this video, and we might actually get some more later. I'm not sure if we're gonna do 2 rounds of roster review today or tomorrow yet. While I'm recording this video, I'm just not sure yet, but keep an eye on the channel just in case, guys. Anyway, let's move to the daily roster review. Okay, guys, we are back on my account, so we are ready to start those daily roster review. Now, if you want to get your roster review, guys, it's pretty simple. You go in the description below the video, you click on the Discord link, join the Discord server. Once you reach the Discord server right here, you go in the channel MFF roster review, you post your IGN, like those people do, and ask your question. It's that simple. Don't ask in the description of the video, guys, hey, roast me, man. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna say, hey, bro, don't you listen to the video when you watch it, man? So, guys, obviously I'm joking a little bit here. I'm not that harsh, but yeah, that's how a roster review works. If you want to get one-on-one roster review, guys, you can become a paid member to the channel. You have information about that in the description below the video too. Now we're going to start with the first one here. We're going to try to get going a little bit faster because the first part of this video was pretty big. Okay, so IGN, Excalibur Prime. Shall I remove CTPF energy from Spidey? Hell yeah. Spidey is a piece of shit, man. And who should I give it to? And any recommendation for tier 2? And who should I tier 3 after Doctor Strange? So let's go here and let's go take a look at that. Oh shit, my speaker's too loud here. I don't want no background sound here. Here we go. So let's post. Level 51. This boy. Okay, so we had a question. That CTPF energy from Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Drop it on Captain America. That's a very easy choice. You take that CTP, you put it there, and your Captain America is gonna become a monster. Next, you're gonna do this guy. Then after this guy, you want to get Captain Marvel to tier 3. Do you have Captain Marvel at tier 2? Yes, you do have her with the proper uniform. So next is to get this girl to tier 3 without a single doubt. Then Luna Snow. So that's your order: Strange, Captain Marvel, and Luna Snow. I will actually do Captain Marvel, Strange, then Luna Snow if I were you, but you might want to love the Doctor Strange, so I'm going to let you do your own things on that one. And tier 2 characters that shall get a advancement to tier 3. Tier 1 characters to tier 2. Valkyrie, that's for sure. Hawkeyes with uniform. Very good one. This guy, very good. Her with uniform. Really easy, really simple. Get this girl to 6-star 6 mastery, that's for sure. One of the best leadership in the game, PvE wise. And if we look at the rest, Molten Man tier 2. And that will be my priority list for you for now. So work on those characters, switch that CTP from Spider-Man to Captain America, and your account will be a lot better already. A lot better. And this guy, what you got on him? And this guy, the optimal on him is CTP of Rage. If you don't have a CTP of Rage, just go with a regular damage block until you can actually get him a CTP of Rage. Really recommended CTP of Rage for this guy. And that covers our first roster review of the day. Here we go. Let's delete that and let's move to the next one. Rocks. Who shall I tier 3 next? Roasters and cards review. Thanks in advance. Welcome in advance, buddy. Welcome in advance. So we're gonna start with the cards here. The circle is spinning, man. Okay, cards, all cards effect. Those are good stats. Attack speed might be a little bit too high, but 33% cooldown like that, 32% ignore defense like that. Attack speed decent, your attack is a little bit low, so pretty much the work we gotta do here is to increase that attack. So what's the first thing we can actually do to increase that attack here? We gotta look at that. Okay, so bonus option here, all attack, critical damage, max HP, that is very good. All attack, energy, defense, fire resist, not a lover on this one. Here you got all attack, attack speed, that is good. Here you got energy attack, attack speed, that is good. So pretty much that's the card. You only got one attack stats here. This is a hard one. This is a very hard one because yeah, honestly, unless you get a premium cards to replace one of those two cards, this one, I'll not actually recommend you to actually switch any cards right now. You got good roll on all your cards. The only thing you could actually do here is to save a bunch of mythical cards and reroll this card until you get all attack energy attack on it. That's the only change on your current cards that I will actually make until you get a card to replace this card or this card. That is it. That is it with your cards. Very good set of cards here. Now, next tier 3, Captain Marvel. I'll look at that right away. It's Captain Marvel, Captain America. You want to get the endgame uniform for this girl, get her to tier 3. Then you want to get your boy, Captain America. Wasn't there, right? Yeah, he's not there. So, Captain America next. Where is he? Where is he, man? What? Am I blind or there's no tier 2 Captain America here, bro? Okay, it looks like we don't even... Oh, right, he is. Damn, I'm blind, guys. I am totally blind. I apologize for that. I was like, what the hell? Okay, so Captain Marvel and Captain America are in the next 2 tier 3 without a single doubt. Now if we look at other characters that could get tier 2 advancement. Let's take a quick look. White Fox, number 1 priority here. You already got the gear done. Get her to tier 2 as soon as possible. Are we missing any other metas here? Are we missing any other metas? Do we have? Yes, you got your CTP selector from him. That is a very good. This guy to tier 2 is a good one, good option, a good support character too. This girl for 6-star 6 mastery to assist Luna Snow, best leadership for female speed. I did not notice if she actually had Luna Snow at the top, but best support for that. And overall, you're doing good. I'll go with characters like I did not pay attention, but Molten Man, Hydro Man, Bishop, Warpad, those will be characters I actually work on. And yes, you got Luna, so you need 6-star 6 mastery Misty Knight without a single doubt. So work on that, get those characters to tier 2, tier 3, and once you get cards you can actually put to replace those cards. Let me know so we can actually do the math to see if it's worth it or not. And that's pretty much it for the roster review of Rocks here. Rocks. We are out of this one. Next one. Gorav Victory. Let's get the name before we read it. Okay. Low DPS of Luna and review my cards and suggest me better cards from which I can get maximum damage. I will cap SCD by Euro and also tell me whom should I tier 3 next. Doctor Strange, Deadpool, Captain Marvel. Wait for update. Captain Marvel is always the first tier 3. She should always be the first tier 3. Okay, let's take a quick look at those cards. All cards effect. Even if you want to cap, oh man. Even if you want to think about capping cooldown with your, you can't with those stats on your cards. Attack is useless with those stats. And I don't try to roast you or be mean here or anything or be harsh, if you want to call it like that. With those kind of stats, you cannot perform in Marvel Future Fight. Those cards need to be totally revamped. You need low cooldown. Low cooldown is considered 26% if you want to be able to cap with Euro. Low in your defense is considered 25% if you want to be able to cap with Euro. And low attack speed is considered 14% if you want to be able to cap on the proper characters with Euro. And you can see all those stats I'm naming here, they are not there. Stop worrying about attack. Stop worrying about attack, gives you nothing at all. What's important is those base stats, 26% cooldown, 25% in your defense, and 15% attack speed. I'm just going to show you an example here. I only got one card from Gambling, by the way, before I show it here. Only one card from Gambling here. The rest came from Wall Boss Ultimate Chess and Legendary Battle. And look at my cards effect. 39% cooldown, that's a little bit too much, but still, that makes my point here. 39% cooldown, 37.8% in your defense, 15% attack speed. See, those base stats are there, and I still have 51.9% physical attack and 73.1% energy attack. So I show you my point here. That's just to point out that you do not sacrifice cooldown in your defense and attack speed for offensive stat. They will come along the way. They will come along the way. So now if we look at your cards and the work we're going to do there, it's a lot of work. Okay, so first, this one card is good. You got energy attack speed, that is good. This card is a piece of trash. It is seriously a piece of trash. You're going to replace that with Punisher 19. You're going to get all attack and cooldown as a bonus option. Then here, you're going to replace this card with Secrets War 2099 Limb variant. And the bonus option you're actually going to go get on this card is... Let's go in card collection. Okay, so you're gonna go get all attack here and energy attack as bonus option. That's what you want to get to maximize the attack from that card. Then, as the fourth card here, let's see what we got. This is terrible, terrible, terrible. An all attack proc here, get override by your easel set. So that's totally worthless what you're putting there. So you're going to replace this card with a Marvel Zombie card. And you're going to roll all attack as bonus option. Actually, let's see what two bonus option you actually want to go with that Marvel Zombie cards. Cards collection. Marvel Zombie cards here. So you're going to have Dodge cooldown. Dodge actually help you a lot with those CTP of Rage. You get some for free eventually. So here, you're going to go for all attack as the bottom option. Then here, doesn't matter. Here, we got energy attack or attack speed. And here, doesn't matter. So I will go all attack and here, energy attack. Because you won't need the attack speed at this point from having Punisher 19 and Secrets War 2099. So you want to go this card here with all attack and energy attack. That's the bonus option you want to go get on this card. And the last card on your set is actually the open to free for all pretty much. So at this point, you will not need the cooldown anymore. I don't think so. And here, you will not need it in your defense anymore. You're going to have it from other cards. So my recommendation here is to go with a more offensive cards. Like keeping this card here, putting that Marvel Zombie cards here instead of replacing the Gwenpool, and re-rolling the Gwenpool cards till you get triple attack on this card will actually be optimal. So instead of removing the Gwenpool #1 cards, remove the Nebula cards with Marvel Zombie cards, and the Gwenpool cards, re-roll it until you get triple attack stat. And that will fix all your stat, and that will even give you more offensive stat that you currently have on this card set. It's really about bonus option. You get cards with the base stats you need. Then with the bonus option, you min-max those offensive stats. Do not go with, hey man, I need more attack. that is not gonna work out. You're gonna fail in Marvel Future Fight if you look at it that way. Base stats are what are the most important in these games. Cooldown, ignore defense, attack speed is what's the most important to actually get to a solid point before you worry about attack. Now, what was the other question here? So pretty much your Luna attack speed must be terrible, which affect her a lot. We're gonna check that real fast. And should tier 3? Okay, we answered that. We said Captain Marvel for the next tier 3. If we look at your Luna Snow here, power offering grill is good. Here your obelisk is terrible. You want to go with at least a CTP of energy. Like, take that CTP of energy, put it on Luna. She's gonna score more in Alliance Battle Extreme, no restriction than Sharon anyway. Just by a regular proc on Sharon, she's gonna be able to do Wall Boss Ultimate without a problem. And you already got Captain Marvel here, so the next one in that list will actually be Doctor Strange as your next tier 3 after Captain Marvel here. Captain Marvel, you want to drop a CTP of Rage. You can actually get a CTP of Rage for free by getting the Pimtron uniform to Mythical. So you got, you know, a Dr. Pym, Giant Man, Goliath, whatever you call him, depending with or without uniform, you get the Pimtron uniform, get it to Mythical, get the Legendary Battle, and then go get your CTP selector, get CTP of Rage for this girl here, and she's gonna become a monster. If we look at that, see here, there's no attack speed, there's no attack speed, there's no attack speed. I can't put my hand in the fire right now that in your defense is around 30%, which is terrible. You need 50% in your defense on every single character, unless they have a skill like Captain America as a 5th skill with new uniform, 10% in your defense. So this guy only needs 40% in your defense, but everybody else needs 50% critical, not critical, but 50% cooldown, 50% in your defense, and those characters that need high attack speed like Luna, because you need to get as much damage as possible from that tier 3 skill and stuff like that. You need max attack speed. Luna, Captain America, Captain Marvel, you need max attack speed on those characters, and I can put my hand in the fire here and tell you, you do not have in your defense cap on those characters, and you do not have attack speed cap on those characters. Those are very, very, very important. Anyway, I talk enough about attack speed, cooldown, and skill cooldown, and in your defense here, hopefully you do understand my point I'm making about those stats being so important. And that's pretty much all I had for you for your roster review, I think. Yes, that covers every single question you had for me in this roster review. So guys, that's pretty much all the time we have for today's roster review. We're gonna do more soon. We're gonna be focusing on doing a little bit more in the next following days, guys, to make sure that we catch up, we slowly catch up, because we got a long ass list. I know we got a long ass list, guys, and I need to catch up, and we're going to be doing that in the next few days. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the sub and like button if you enjoy the content. Show your support to the channel. Make sure to enable the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when we post a new video or go live with a live stream, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.